We've seen some outstanding examples of collaborative practice across New Zealand. I think some of the standouts for me have been the Onemuri cluster in Paeroa and the opportunities that they've taken to grow that collaboration over time. And through their discussions and many people's discussions, that importance of time, that importance of building relationships, the importance of not just a relationship at the principal level, the importance of having their teachers, support staff, everybody having that opportunity to come together to have those conversations around what is it that we're inquiring into and how will that move us forward, and not just for the children in our school but the children across all our schools. They had quite an outstanding model of practice and they seem to have conversations that were around continuous growth. And I think the importance around that was that the time they've taken to actually develop that, of actually having a clear idea around what that inquiry is going to look like, what the collaboration will look like, but then as the collaboration moves on, that will change, metamorphosises into the needs further down the track. And I think there's been a commonality between everywhere that we've visited. They've been talking about building capacity of their staff and across the schools, so that those children, as they transition from either one area of the school or into another school in that area, moving into intermediate or secondary, that there's a common understanding of the languages being used, that all of those teachers have an understanding of what assessments those kids have been through, the learning journeys that they've been through, and that there's open dialogue between each. So I think it's been quite an outstanding opportunity to see what's going on across New Zealand. Great examples of this collaborative practice.
What I'm finding the most interesting question right now is how do we actually describe what people are doing, because we've seen excellent examples in Dunedin, Christchurch, Auckland, Wellington, all over the country. There's amazing things happening. People are very comfortable with working together collaboratively for accountability to each other. The big challenge is how do we describe that accountability to those who putting forward the money from the system side. So that's an interesting challenge. How do you connect the two, because they are two very different purposes of accountability. So the discussions around what kind of roles will do that, that's interesting. What do you need drivers? We definitely don't need hero leaders because they're very temporary by their nature. And we've seen some excellent examples, but they have been very varied. So how do we describe this in a way that's useful to anyone, anywhere in the country as a starting point?